All right, you know how the pro-Palestinians and Muslims say that they don't have a problem with Jews, they just have a problem with Zionists. Well, here's how you can prove that they're wrong and prove that this is really about Islam and anti-Semitism. Because all you have to say or ask them is, okay, so you shouldn't have a problem with the religious Jews being in charge of the state of Israel and living under Torah law. And then watch their reactions, because they will give every excuse under the sun to say, no, that's still not okay. They will say that Judaism is a religion, it has nothing to do with land, which if you've read the Torah, you absolutely know that's ridiculous. And then they'll say the main claim will be that the Jews had the chance to be in the land, they were expelled, God expelled them, but then God had mercy on them, brought them back once, and then Jews broke the covenant with God again, and God expelled them again. And now God will not let them come back in, because they broke the covenant more than once, and now game over. Now it's Islam. Now Islam and the Muslims are the chosen ones, and they are the ones who are rightly entitled to the land. Although in the Quran, it says nothing about that at all. This is just something that they have made up to not allow Jews to come back into the land, because in the Quran, there actually is nothing stating that the Jews come back into the land. And this is also why they give the excuse that the Jewish temple never existed, even though blatantly that's not correct. And you can prove that by Muhammad's night journey and where he went to the Al-Aqsa Mosque and what direction he prayed in Jerusalem. And so this is just blatant gaslighting and denial of actual Jewish history and any connection to the Jews, not the Zionists, to the land. And so they want to say, well, we didn't have a problem with the Jews when we were under Ottoman control, that we lived peacefully with Jews all these times. Well, which is partly true. You could say that that's partly true. In some areas, there was peace, but in other areas, there wasn't. And so what they really want is just to go back to having Jews live under them, under Dimitude, and then they're happy to live with the Jews. And that is goes with their Islamic belief that they are the supreme religion. And so this is why they say that. It also has to do with religion. And so they gaslight you, and then they try to portray it as, well, it's just the Zionists because we were living peacefully with Jews. When the reality is, as long as the Jews have no self-determination and are able to rule over themselves in their own land, we have no problem with Jews. So this is why I keep telling people you have to focus the discussion and go back to Islam and religion. And you people don't want to talk about it. And maybe because you're not learned enough in it, but I'm telling you, this is why the Muslims and the pro-Palis don't want to talk about religion. Because they know this is what this is really all about, and they can hide under this guise of just being against the Zionists. And yet, if it was just about the Zionists, who they claim are secular and don't believe in God, then they should be for the religious Jews that are in the land. And yet, it's the religious Jews that are the settlers in Judea and Samaria that they also don't want in the land, because they don't want to give up Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Temple Mount. This is what this is all about, people. All these arguments about the politics, and this is just going in circles. Nobody is getting anywhere, and I'm just tired of it. We need to change the focus on Al-Aqsa, and then you will see where the true intentions lie.